Hi, this is Megan from the TE 150 class. Just to recap my project for you, I'm working with this boy named Karan. His parents are from India, and their religious background is Sikh. Our plan, so we hung out, that was the first plan. And what we did was his parents came up to visit for a weekend. So when they came up, I was able to meet them, and I was really intimidated at first because, you're meeting someone's parents and you don't want to say the wrong thing or ask the wrong questions. His mom was really sweet and nice, and I got along with her like right away. His dad was a lot more reserved, so I didn't know like how to speak to him because, as an adult male, they can be tough to talk to. Um, so I started talking with his mom, and she was dressed in very traditional Indian clothes. They're bright in color and they were really pretty. So we were talking about how they were made, and it was really cool to hear all about that stuff. And then she brought up henna, like she said she would. And so she did some henna on my foot, and it was really cool. So we got to talking about the henna, and it's a dye from a plant, which is really cool since it's so natural. So it stayed on my skin for like a week, and that was 2 weeks ago, or else I'd show you. But it was really cool to get that done. So then we just hung out for a little bit, and then we were talking. Um, and so that was all great and fine. And then they left, and they ended up going out to dinner. So then later that night, I went back over to Karan's because his parents had left their wedding video for us to watch, which was really nice of them. It was really cool because Karan, he had never seen their wedding video, so it was really cool to experience that with him. He's gone to other Sikh weddings, but like to see his own parents was really cool for him. And I don't know if he were to have experienced that if I didn't have this project and like asked him about stuff like that. So it was really cool to experience. The wedding was really cool to watch. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. And he explained a lot of it to me and like reasons why they were doing what they did. And I asked him like all these questions. Like the ceremony itself was about like 45 minutes, I want to say. And so they were all dressed in really bright colors. It's not the traditional black and white wedding that I've seen. And the lady, the bride, she was covered in henna on her arms and really intricate designs. His mom, sorry. And so they sit during the ceremony. Everyone does. They sit Indian style, and then so the his parents were sitting there in front, and then close family and friends were surrounding, like in the first couple rows behind them, and then they had like men and women separated on both sides. So that's like a tradition that he just kind of explained to me that it's like to keep it's something they do to just keep them apart, but they're all still like a unit together. And the family, it's really family oriented. Everyone was like, before it started, you could see everyone talking, and there was a part in the video that showed when the people were coming in, they would bow in front of this book, and I asked him about it, and he explained to me it's their like holy book, so it's the respectful thing to do to bow in front of it, and then you go in. Um, he also said that a lot of the weddings, all the families, like the bride's family and the groom's family, they all get along really well, and the men, they'll exchange things. It's a certain flower that they exchange together. Um, so it's all very interesting and very different. It was really cool to see. Um, but I was glad I got to see that side of him. And him and I have gotten really close since this project has started. Getting to know him has been really cool and kind of eye-opening for me, finding out like all this information about this other culture. Um, so I've had a lot of fun getting to know him, and the being able to hang out with him like that and learning about his life and his culture and what that's all about, and talking to his parents was so cool because they have such an insight into the whole culture, and they're really big on their religion. Like Quran isn't as big as they are. So seeing it as what they've done has been really cool. So I'm kind of rambling now. Um, but yeah, no, it was a really great experience, and I'm really excited to introduce him to something from my culture. So that'll be next. So I hope you have a great weekend, and thank you for watching.